Welcome back, everyone, to the Slab Stocks podcast. My name is Aaron, your host of Face Value, where we talk about different trends in the sports card marketplace and where cards are going, either up or down, investments. You know what the game is. Basketball cards right now have been super hot. You know, Zion, LeBron, Jordan, the documentary coming out this Sunday. The first two parts of it is airing. All of it is really hot. Even guys like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Michael Porter Jr., those guys are going up in price too. So it's been a pretty crazy week or 2 weeks, start to April to say the least, and there's a lot going on. And today's episode is all about the LeBron James card market report. We're looking at a couple different sets throughout his career, starting with his rookie year until now, and seeing which cards are going up in price, at what rate. Some of the big sales that have happened in the marketplace. There's been some massive sales in the last couple weeks. Most of this podcast is going to be centered around April. From April 1st until today, April 16th. You'll probably be seeing this on the 17th. But there is a lot of stuff going on here. We got base cards going up in price like crazy. We got hollows and silvers not doing as strong from 2019 Prism and 2018 Optic. Not doing as strong, but the base stuff is going nuts. There's been some really high-end sales. The PSA 10 seems to be doing better than the 9.5 for the LeBron Topps Chrome rookie. But we're about to dive into all that right now, starting with the 2003 Topps Chrome LeBron James rookie card from the very iconic set. Topps Chrome started in 1996, and that Michael Jordan card right now is going up like crazy. PSA 9s are selling for $600 from 1996. So the 2003 Topps Chrome LeBron rookie is going up in price too. The PSA 10 base rookie on April 1st was selling for $4,850 in auction. We saw these hit a peak of $7,000, back before the NBA suspended the season. That was crazy when they went up like that. And now, as of April 16th, we had a buy it now best offer sell for $6,100. Pretty crazy increase in price in a little over 2 weeks. But the BGS 9.5, the true gems of those. True gem for a Beckett graded card is where all four of the subgrades have a 9.5 grade assigned to it. So your centering, your edges, your corners, and your surface all have 9.5 grades. Those were around $3,200 at the start of April, and today they're around $3,200 as well. Some eBay sales history there. So PSA 10 going up, BGS 9.5 staying level. What does that mean? It probably means if you can find a 9.5 true gem for $3,200, buy it, because compared to that $6,100 PSA 10 market value today, it is way undervalued. I mean, we're talking about almost half the price for a card that some people believe 9.5 true gems are equivalent to PSA 10 in actual condition. Not talking about value, talking about what the condition actually is. That might not be true. It's just a theory. You'd have to test a ton of times, sending BGS 9.5 quads to PSA, seeing if they grade in a PSA 10. But still, I mean, half the price. Can't go wrong for a LeBron James Topps Chrome 9.5 true gem for $3,200. As for a higher end card of LeBron, I mean, this is, if I were a high end investor and I was looking to buy a card of LeBron, I'd be searching for these all the time. I mean, you're not going to find them all the time, or rarely ever, but the Refractor from Topps Chrome 2003, it is just a beautiful card. It's got the rainbow finish on it. PSA 10 at the start of the month sold for $21,000. Buy it now. April 6th comes along, and we have an auction that sells for $17,600, probe steam consignment auction. And then recently, as of today, we had a buy it now best offer sale go for $21,500. So very high in LeBron. There's a buy it now right at the beginning of the month for $21K. Middle of the month, the auction went down to $17,000 something, and now it's back up to $21.5 thousand. Which is, of course, a ton for a card, but huge collector market with LeBron, obviously. Just crazy stuff going on. So comparing this, LeBron Topps Chrome rookie market going up, 9.5 staying pretty steady. We'll look there if you want to pick up a LeBron James Topps Chrome rookie today. Moving on to the next set, we have 2012 Prism. This is the first Prism set for Panini when they made it in 2012. I remember going to Target and buying retail packs of Panini Prism, retail basketball, chasing down the green refractors as an 8th grade, and it was a blast. I mean, I had a ton of 2012 Prism cards. Definitely no greens of LeBron or Kobe or Steph Curry, any of those guys. I do remember pulling greens of Ricky Rubio, Jeremy Lamb, and Andrew Nicholson, though. I actually graded the Rubio and the Lamb. They both got 9.5s. I ended up selling those a long, long time ago. But yeah, had a lot of 2012 Prizm cards. Don't have any of them more now. Probably donated them back in high school, but still, great set. So the 2012 non-graded Prizm base of LeBron, at the start of the month, it was floating around $200. I say that because these non-graded Prizm base cards, we've been seeing it with Kobe and Steph now too. I actually made an Instagram post today talking about Kobe and Steph's market for the 2012 Prizm base is floating around $200. You know, we had some sales of $250, some sales of $150, some sales of $300 a couple days into the month. It is an extremely volatile card, the non-graded Prizm base from 2012. Steph Curry goes from 40 to 50 to 60 to 30. It's all over the place. There's not much stability like in PSA 10s where you see more of a trend. These things are, up and down like crazy. But it now, on April 16th, is worth around 250. These things are 250 to 300. So there's a slight trend there. But the 2012 Prizm really took off in March, February and March around. And if you are subscribed to our Slab Stocks newsletters, you can go sign up right now at slabstocks.com. All it takes is one email. You click submit, and you are then registered to receive the email starting right away. In those emails, I was sending out LeBron James tops or Panini Prizm 2012 base between $30 and $50 non-graded. Was sending out PSA 10s between $150 and $300 graded for the PSA 10. And those are now worth $1,000 to $1,200 in there. So if you did sign up for the email, you would have gotten the tip on the 2012 LeBron James Prizm base card, and those things exploded in price. Congrats to our subscribers who bought them. I remember someone getting a PSA 10 for $190, and I mean, I'm sure that he is flipping it and making over almost $1,000 now. But getting back to the topic, the base cards have went up in price. They saw more price movement from March to the end of March. In April, they've stayed pretty steady, but everything else that we're about to talk about has been going up in price in April so far. And then for the base PSA 10 that I mentioned of this 2012 Prizm card, $950 buy it now on April 2nd. It went up to around $1,600. There was a really high sale of a buy it now. Who knows if it was a true sale or not. They were floating around $1,250 or so. But the most recent sale was actually on April 14th for $1,075 on buy it now or best offer. As for a big sale of a LeBron James 2012 Prizm card, I'm going back to March here. I know that's not in that April timeframe, but I really want to highlight this sale. On March 22nd, there is a Beckett 9.5 Silver 2012 LeBron. These things are very, very short print in 2012. If you got into collecting right now, this year, last year in 2019, you'll know that silvers are of the plenty. There's quite a few available. 2019 graded silvers, not as much, but just silvers in general from 2018 and 2019, there's a lot. If you go and look at the 2012 pop reports for silvers, it is so low. I mean, there's probably like 20 graded by PSA of the LeBron silver and maybe like 40 by Beckett of the LeBron silver for the 9.5 or the 9, whatever. Well, there was a 9.5 sale for $6,100 on auction. The last graded gem mint copy of a LeBron silver to sell from 2012 was all the way back in February of 2019, I think, where one sold for $2,000. It was around, if I remember correctly, maybe $1,500 for PSA 10. That might be worth like $10,000 or so now, considering that PSA 10s are worth quite substantially more than 9.5s when it comes to cards like this. But that's the big sale of the 2012 Prizm for this time frame, even though it's March 22nd, but close enough. Next set that we're moving on to is the 2013 Prism basketball set. Non-graded LeBron base went from 55 at the beginning of the month to now around 75. So definitely went up in price. It had a similar trend to the 2012 Prism, to where people saw the 2012 Prism going nuts. People went to the 2013 Prism to start buying it. So it was around that time frame that, in March, that started to go up more so than in April. So it did still go up $20. Base PSA 10s, at the end of March, they were selling for $225 on buy it now, the 2013 base PSA 10. April 14th, the last one to sell was $435 on buy it now or best offer. So, getting close to doubling the value there on the 2013 PSA 10, quite crazy. For 2013 Prism, the big sale of the month was on April 5th. There was a blue Walmart short print PSA 10 that sold for $1,150. I actually expected it to go more. I actually have a red up there, PSA 10 of LeBron. I thought the blue was going to get closer to 1,500, but, we're still in. I mean, the LeBron market has went up. Don't get me wrong. I still think that we're in some sort of an infancy period with the LeBron rare stuff from early Prism, early Select, some Optic in 2016. Some of those rare ones are probably still a little early. They could probably have some value left in them for sure. I mean, definitely long term they have value left in them, but short term I'm talking here. But that's the big sale that we got marked down is this blue Walmart short print PSA 10 that sold on auction on April 5th. Moving on to the next set, we have 2016 Optic. This is the first year of Optic. Much like in 2012, we're talking about the first year of Prism. 2016 Optic has been doing very, very well recently. LeBron and Giannis, those things are going pretty crazy. I know that Giannis Hollows, PSA 10s, were around $250, maybe around middle of March, early March, and now they're $400 to $450 around there. Non-graded sold for over $200 on auction, I want to say, just around $200 on auction for a Giannis Hollow. So LeBron is definitely seeing a massive increase. What I have marked down here is for the non-graded base. There's not many base PSA 10s graded of these things because they were like under a $10 card, or even under a $5 card for a long, long time. But at the beginning of April, we had a non-graded base. Those things were selling around $12 by it now, and now they're around $40 on average. Some getting up to $50 for the 2016 Optic LeBron base card, that's a large increase for a base card for sure. The big sale from 2016 Optic this month, though, is a gold numbered out of 10. Gold optics are nuts. They look super good. Remind me quite a bit of the Topps Chrome golds back when LeBron had a gold. I think they're at 50 in 2012. 2013. No, 2003. Really getting my dates mixed up here. But this Optic Gold LeBron from 2016 sold for $4,500 is a BGS 9. Looks phenomenal. That sale was on April 6th. Next set that we have here is the 2018 Optic set. This is what people consider LeBron's Lakers rookie card because it would be the first Prism or Optic card that would feature LeBron in a Lakers jersey with the Lakers logo on the card. 2018 Prism did have the Lakers team name on the card, but he was picturing a Cavaliers jersey. I think it's a really ugly card. I rarely recommend people to buy it in our email list. Maybe if it's a rare copy like a blue ice out of 99 or an orange numbered out of 49, something like that. But I'd always say, all right, go 2018 Optic, 2018 Select, 2019 Prism, which we'll cover later. Get the ones in the Lakers jersey. That's what you want. Mixing up the team name and the team jersey colors, just kind of weird. But otherwise, it's a nice looking card, but I really wish it was in a Lakers jersey. Getting back to the 2018 Optic set. LeBron's first Lakers rookie, so to say. Non-graded base went from $5 to $26, end of March to right now. And then the PSA 10 went from $65 to $240, which is crazy. But something interesting is that the Optic Hollow PSA 10, so this is the rainbow finish one, kind of like the Prism Silver. It went from $925 on March 13th to $800 on March 21st to $1,000 on April 9th. That March 21st sale was an $800 buy it now. Most likely what happened was someone listed for a price to get the thing sold. It just sold right away at $800. Did the market really dip on it? Most likely not. There are probably a lot of people that would be willing to pay $800 for it. So can we really say that's what the value was on that date? No. But either way, $925 middle of March to $1,000 now. Not much movement. If you're looking at the base, we're looking at a 4 times price increase. Optic Hollow PSA 10, not much at all. They're very rare, by the way, for 2018 to find an Optic Hollow PSA 10 because of the fact that the centering was so bad on these cards, which is also why I don't have any non-graded price comparisons here because the prices, they're just so, they go up and down because of the centering on the non-graded. It's very hard to compare the card. So at least with the PSA 10, we have something comparable, but not much price movement there. Maybe a good card to look at right now is the Optic PSA 10 Hollow. They rarely pop up though, so you do have to keep tabs on it. Maybe save it as a search in your eBay app. But yeah, pretty sweet card. Doing well still. The big sale for 2018 Optic this month was the Black Velocity number 39, the PSA 10. Just sold on auction 3 days ago for $5,211. That's an absolutely massive sale. I remember it was probably 2 to 3 weeks ago. I sent out a buy now or best offer email report, which we send out daily with that slabstocks.com newsletter that you can go sign up for. And I sent out a BGS 9. I think it was around $1,700 for the BGS 9 or best offer. If someone was able to snag that thing for around $1,500, I remember that the subgrades were 8.5 centering, 9.5, 9.5, and 10. So really strong subs. The centering was at 8.5. There was a possibility to get a crossover there to PSA 10 if PSA went light enough on the centering. Can't say for sure. You just got to test it. But still, really would have been a great buy at the time, considering this PSA 10 just sold for $5,200. I mean, that's crazy. Crazy good for the LeBron market, in fact. Black Velocities are definitely some of my favorite cards, though, as well. They just look phenomenal. It's a great card, and for good reason, sold for $5,000+. It's nuts. Moving on to our last set here is the 2019 Prism. This would be considered LeBron's Prism Lakers rookie card because it is the first Prism card that pictures him in the Lakers jersey. It's doing very, very well right now. I got 2 up behind me back there that I actually pulled out packs back in December of this 2019, and I actually found them in my drawer today, so that was pretty cool. But the non-graded base card, which is actually what's up there, was selling around $5 at the end of March. Now it's up to around $20 on Buy It Nows. You know, it might get $25 on Buy It Now, $20. For being such a produced card, it's really interesting how there's not that many on eBay. Is it because they're sitting at PSA? Is it because people don't know that's worth $20 now and 2 months ago it was worth $1? Maybe. You know, maybe that's why there's just not many selling, not many being listed. Well, there's actually quite a few selling, which is why there's not many listed also, because almost all of them sold. So we might see it go in waves of being listed and then a big sell-off and then people are buying, you know, whatever it might be. When I was looking at, there weren't many listed. When you go look after this video, or maybe tomorrow or the next day, there might be a lot listed. Who knows? Either way, that card's going up like crazy. There's really not enough PSA 10s out there right now to get a good, accurate trend on it because of the fact that PSA actually did reopen yesterday. They reopened to accept non-bulk submissions, and they are working on grading cards at a slower rate, less employees in the facilities. However, I mean, it's at least something. But they were closed for around a month. It was almost a month. I think it's March 20th that they closed for obviously all the social distancing and coronavirus reasons. But cards stopped getting graded. They're probably all sitting there. So it's hard to get a good PSA 10 trend because there's just not that much sales data available. Now, there's quite a few large 2019 Prism sales for this month. Was an Orange 49 that sold for around $2,500. I'm not sure if it was a good sale or if it was bid up by a lot of different accounts to make the price higher. I can't tell on it. I'm not an expert at looking at bidding history. However, what I do know is that BGS 95 Blue Ice out of 99 sold for $1,300, and that card is super good looking. I love the Blue Ice from 2019. They have a deep blue background, dark blue. It's a really nice looking card, sold for $1,300. I think it's one of LeBron's best 2019 Prism cards. Definitely aesthetically one of his best ones. I also really like the Purple Ice at 149. I have one back there, non-graded. Probably the one you can barely see because it's so rainbowy in the light. But either way, that was the 2019 Prism recap right there. So we got all these different sets. Some have went up a lot in March. Some are going up a ton in April. It seems to be a trickle-down effect. One set goes up, then the next, then the next, then the next. Where can you look from here? Or what can you expect in the LeBron market? What's going to go up in price more? What's not? What's going to fall in price? There's just so many unknowns right now, of course, in the world in general, with when sports are returning, if the NBA is going to finish their season. Just a lot of stuff going on that we're not sure about. I can try to make some speculative things going on right here, trying to predict what can happen. I'll say a couple things. I think 2018 Select. I think that's probably the next set to see a large increase in price. It was the first year for LeBron Select Lakers jersey cards, and it also came out before 2019 Prism too, which is cool. But I think that those silvers and those base and whatever you want from 2018 Select is going to go up next. And then as for what's happening in the market right now, I'd be very cautious buying into these base cards. As we saw when the NBA got suspended, all those base cards of Luka, of Tatum, of Ja, of Zion, all those ones that were going up really fast, they came down equally as fast. So base cards is a very volatile market. LeBron is in hyper growth right now in his base cards between 2012 and 2019, and I think it's a dangerous game to play. If you're buying them, the base non-graded 2019 Prism at $20 because you think you can grade them and get PSA 10s later, a little bit of a different story. It might work out, and the PSA 10 is probably worth $75 to $150 at the time. I know it's a big range, but a lot of different moving pieces here, so hard to very much pinpoint that. The base is a tough game, so I'd be careful playing that. I'd be careful buying the base right now. If I had to give a yes or a no, I'd say no. Don't buy the non-graded base right now or the base PSA 10s. Market's too volatile. There's too many unknowns. You could buy and it could drop in price in a month, drop in half really back to what it was in the past. Just too high of a growth to really buy in. What I do is I look between 2012 and 2019, all the LeBron years from Panini. I would totally look at different rare cards, different low pop cards that or maybe purple optics, anything like that. Numbered cards, all that stuff should really stay strong through the time period right now. Some of it hasn't went up as much as price as the base. I'm not saying that's going to replicate the growth because that's very hard to do for expensive cards. It's very hard to replicate how fast base PSA 10s or non-graded go up. So I would be careful there as well, knowing that, just know what you're getting into. If you think you're going to make 5 times your money on a numbered parallel that costs $250 to $400, know that that's probably not going to happen. But what might happen is you might make 50% to 75% return on that, and it's a lot safer. You guard yourself against, the base cards plummeting in price. It's just a much smarter investment play. LeBron's market in general, over time, I see it still going up. I mean, there's no reason why it wouldn't, especially as we get moving forward and basketball returns eventually. Hopefully this season can end and LeBron can go and contend for a championship. Of course, he's going to lose to Milwaukee Bucks, so we probably won't see the crazy increase there that a lot of people are expecting if LeBron to be in the finals because the Bucks and Giannis would stop him. But you know what I'm saying. There's still a really good chance for LeBron to go up a lot in price in a lot of different ways. And sure, these base could explode even more. They could double again. They could triple. Who knows what's going to happen? My advice is to be cautious and do not overspend on base because they're very susceptible to going back down in price. And especially something to note is that base PSA 10s, a lot of base are going to be sent to PSA as they start to reopen their offices for good. So know that many more PSA 10 LeBron base cards are going to enter the population and the supply will be watered down. Granted, demand could make up for it and the prices could stay constant. Just know that there's going to be more available. The PSA 10s you see out there right now, that's not how many there's going to be in the market 6 months from now, 7 months from now. So just know that. Just some general advice is that if there's a really low pop on a base card, it's probably just because people weren't grading them. It's probably not because there's not a lot available. So keep that in mind when going forward. And, I hope you guys enjoyed this overhead view of the LeBron market over the past 2 to 3 weeks. We didn't cover everything here, but if we were to, it'd probably be like an hour plus podcast, maybe 2 hours. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Face Value. I'm your host, Aaron. We talked about the LeBron market today, what's going up, what has a possibility to go down in price, and what can hold strong. I hope you guys enjoyed the information and find it useful. If you feel so inclined after this video, go to slabstocks.com and sign up for those daily newsletters. You'll surely see LeBron investments in there, where we think you guys should be spending your money on LeBron. You'll see it. It'll very much fall in line with the video, what the information you heard me give you. You will not see any 2016 Optic LeBron base cards in there in the emails. You will see definitely other LeBron, though. So if you want to get that, go to slabstocks.com and put in your email. If not, that's totally cool too. Thanks for watching the video. I'm your host, Aaron, and I will see you guys next time.